Okay, so let's talk about it. There's a lot of Whitney backlash going on, and it seems that a lot of people are not talking about it, and I just think that this is interesting. Hey guys, that's Rob Morley. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Back at again with another video. If you have not subscribed, click that button, guys. It is daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. Inject it. I would appreciate it. Let's get straight into this video. I've always wanted to just, hold on, do something like this, where you just like turn the chair, like, you know, one of them gamers. But anyways, no one cares. I'm back in New York. I'm just extending my trip. Shout out to anybody who lives in the Queens. And let's get into what is going on. So how do we even discuss this video? Because people are already on my case to do this video because they think that I'm being quiet on purpose because I love Whitney and whatever. Like, people have been sending me stuff in the DM saying, you know, people are talking about me on Reddit saying, you know, can't wait to see what Murad has to say about this. He always goes in on Islanders and Whitney's his favorite. Somebody sent me the screenshot via my DMs. I'm sure he conveniently didn't see it. I genuinely didn't see any of this stuff. I've been in the Dominican Republic and I just got back to London. Just got back to New York before I go back to London. So I'm traveling around. Someone said Murad is uncancelled now. Someone said he'll probably still defend her, etc. This idea Murad is uncancelled now. I mean, everybody has so much heat for me as a sex worker, but nobody had heat for the grown 40-year-old uncles that are hiring teenage boys and locking them in rooms like me and beating me the fuck up, you know, to do things that I do not want to do, forced against my will, child. But I'm the big bad villain, not these grown-ass men who exploit young boys who are homeless on the streets, which is a very sad state of affairs. But anyway, that's a video for another day. Let's get into this. I won't defend her because I think that the things that she's been reposting are wild. I do think, you know, the reposting of the Putin conversations about, you know, anti-same-sex marriage, you know, very much homophobic stuff as well, and then the posting of Andrew Tate, Candace Owens. Now, granted, some points that they make, you know, you can agree with, but that doesn't mean you agree with their ethos and who they are as people. So because of her reposts of a lot of this content, she's been getting a lot of backlash. Not here for people to be cancelled, and I think that just discussing this doesn't mean that she should be cancelled, but clearly people are fighting for that to happen because they are really upset by the kind of right-wing content or the red-pilling content that she has been retweeting. Whitney from Love Island likes Andrew Tate content. My heart, I'm gonna wait for her to say something. Someone said this off-season is weird. Lock-in should leave before it's too late. That wasn't on my bingo card. I'm extremely disappointed. When you're finished, you're a proper weirdo, etc. And, you know, whilst I don't agree with the posts that she be recirculating, I don't also agree with the gang up mentality, the mob mentality, the cancel culture mentality of now everybody jumping on her, going wild. I also don't agree with the content that she's, you know, retweeting. I think that, or reposting, whatever this TikTok feature is about, especially when it comes to a lot of homophobic stuff, I just don't think it's right. At the same time, someone said, I've not felt disappointed at this in a long time. I don't understand. Yeah, people are not, they're just really upset and disappointed by the fact that she's been reposting a lot of this content, especially the one about Putin, how priests are forced to bless single-sex marriages. Like, I feel like if Mitch is having so much blowback for the homophobic stuff that he was saying, how is this not? If you really want to keep it objective, which is what I like to do, and I like to be nothing personal, I just think that, you know, whilst I loved her on the season because I think that she was everything, I think that reposting this content is disappointing, and I didn't really expect the red pilling of, you know, the anti-homophobic stuff, some stuff related to Andrew Tate, Candace Owens, and what they're saying about XYZ, and, you know, a lot of, you know, you can argue it's anti-Semitic. There's just a lot of it there, and a lot of people are getting onto her in regards to it. At the same time, we're all adults as you get older, in your mid-20s, 30s, and so, you know, I feel like people are very disappointed in her, and therefore she is getting backlash online in regards to all of it, a lot on Twitter and on TikTok. So will she say something? I would suggest she wouldn't, and just keep it low, because yeah. And then child, it's a mess. I'm just damn, I just didn't expect her to be... The red pilling is a lot, but Anyways, outside of that, Whitney and Ella, there's a lot of beef going on between their stan groups. Like, this is what I don't like about Love Island. It gets so toxic and overly obsessed, especially on Twitter. There are so many stans of each one of these people because Whitney and Ella are apparently not on good terms, they're saying online, and these stan groups are kind of just going at each other. We are in September, we are approaching October, the season has ended. We don't need to be discussing stuff like this. People need to move on, and I feel like respectfully it's just really unnecessary for these stan groups to really go at each other. I feel like it's only growing even more, and that will in turn probably drift Ella and Whitney apart if they're seeing all of this stuff. Anyways, let me know your thoughts are when it comes to this stuff, the backlash that Whitney's getting in terms of the comments and the red pilling and, you know, the homophobic stuff and the Candace and etc. You know, what are your thoughts on it? Do you agree on the backlash that she gets, or do you think that it should not be XYZ? I think that people are expecting me to speak on it. I just didn't even know it was going on, guys. Like, I didn't even know. Like, I'm not on Twitter like that, I'm not on TikTok like that, I'm really just on Instagram, and then that's really it, or YouTube. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, click that button for daily and consistent content. Maybe you guys will agree with what she's posting, maybe you guys won't. I feel like everybody has opinions these days, and everybody's going to be posting some stuff. You just don't have to agree with it, or, you know, and I just don't agree with the stuff that she's been reposting. Anyways, subscribe to the channel, click that button, and I will catch you guys soon for another video.